Hello students, today we'll discuss about some numericals based on that force on a moving charge when it is in a magnetic field or in electric field. Okay, so here look at the question. A magnetic field that varies in magnitude from point to point but has a constant direction, that is from east to west, is set up in a chamber. Okay, a charged particle enters the chamber and travels undeflected along a straight path. So this is important, how it is coming out undeflected. Okay, now the question is, what can you say about the initial velocity of the particle? We have already discussed what is the force acting on a moving charge when it is moving in a magnetic field. F is equals to QVB sine theta. So this was the formula. That is the force acting on a moving charge when it is passing through a uniform magnetic field. Okay, so F equals to QVB sine theta. Depending upon this theta value, force can be different. Now in this case, here since it is moving without any deflection, so without any deflection in the sense, force must be acting 0. And when the force will act 0, its theta value will be either 0 degree or it is 180 degree. So that means you can say how the particle was moving initially. It might be moving in parallel with the magnetic field or it may be moving anti-parallel to the magnetic field. Okay, so basically from this chapter, means this portion only, but this conceptual questions will come. So such type of questions, so conceptually you need to be clear, right? So we'll discuss now the second question here. Okay, so look at the second question. The second question is what? A charged particle enters a strong uniform magnetic field and comes out of it following a complicated trajectory. Now the question is, would its final speed equal to its initial speed? So what will be the answer for it? So here we will say yes. Why? Because the force which is given by this magnetic field, it's only changing the direction of the velocity, you can say, but it is not changing its magnitude. Okay, so what the answer will be? Force applied by magnetic field only changes the direction of motion but not the magnitude of velocity. So that's why what will be its initial speed? After entering through the field, the final speed will also remains the same. Look at this question. A beam of alpha particle is projected along positive x-axis. Let's draw this axis here. So here this is alpha particle. Okay. Now let's suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay. Now here, as the question is given, a beam of alpha particle. So here, this is projected along positive x-axis. So that means this beam of alpha particle is moving towards positive x-axis, right? So that means this is the direction of its motion. Similarly, what is given? Force due to this magnetic field. Now on this, when it is acting, the force due to the magnetic field is acting along positive y-axis. So that means this is the direction of this force. This is the direction of the velocity of this alpha particle and this is the direction of this force. Now question is, what is the direction of the magnetic field? So in which direction this magnetic field will act? So we know F equals to, that is Q V cross B. This is the formula. Okay. Now this is vector sign. So here F equals to Q V cross B. Now as in the question, this is F is given in the positive y-axis. So I'll write this is F, this is J cap is equals to Q and V is in the positive x-axis. So this is V I cap cross B. Okay, we have to find out what is the direction of this B. Okay, now here, look at here, I cross, whether it is K or it is minus K, that is the thing you have to find it out. We know I cross K actually give minus J. I cross K, if I am taking, this is minus J. To make it positive, because I's direction, that means here that direction of its motion I cannot change, so it will remain as I cap. So that means this will be what in the negative side. So that's why this will be equals to what? Q V I cap. This is minus B K cap. Okay, so then only it will be equals to what? F J cap. So that means B is acting in the negative of the Z axis. So this is the answer. Question was what? What is the direction of the magnetic field? So direction is what? It is acting magnetic field. Magnetic field acts in the negative Z axis. Okay, so it is acting in the negative Z axis. Okay, see this question, a long straight wire carries a steady current I along the positive Y axis. See here, this is your positive Y axis. This is the direction of the current, right? So a long straight wire, so that means there is a straight wire which is carrying current I along this Y axis. A particle of charge plus Q is moving with a velocity V along the X axis. So here the direction of the velocity is this one. Okay, along the X axis. In which direction will the particle experience the force? So this particle is, so this is moving along this X axis direction. Okay. Now the question is what? In which direction will the particle experience the force? Now look here, first thing, to find the force, F equals to what? That is QVB sine theta. Okay. So here V is given. Okay. Charge is given, that is Q. So this is the charge Q. So one more thing is that we need the magnetic field B. But here the magnetic field is not in the picture. So only thing is that this conductor is carrying current I. Now we know if the conductor is carrying current I, we can find out the magnetic field which is developed all along that by what? That is right hand thumb rule. So here you can see, so if this is your conductor and this is the direction of the current which is shown by your thumb, then the direction of your curl of your finger will be giving you the direction of the magnetic field. So that means if I see, this is what the magnetic field will be, and what is the direction of the magnetic field. Suppose at this point, if I am finding at this point, so what is the direction of the magnetic field? This is what the direction of the magnetic field, because the curl of the finger is like this. So it is showing, it is into the plane of paper. So that means into the plane of paper, if this is Z axis, then it will be what? That will be the negative Z axis. So that means here you can say the direction of B will be actually what? That is B, that is or you can say this is minus B K cap. Okay, so B minus K cap because it is acting along the negative Z axis. So we got B. Now we have to find out the force. Now what is the force formula? That is Q, because the charged particle is having charge Q. So Q V cross B, the formula is what? V cross B. This is the formula to calculate what is the force here. Now this will be to find the direction of this force. I'll write here. So V is acting along the positive X axis. So that means this is actually V I cap. And we got B is acting along the negative Z axis. So this is your minus B K cap. Okay. Now this will be equals to, this is QV. Okay, if I am taking B out, so it will be equals to, means inside what? That is I cross minus K cap. And what is I cross minus K? So that is same as to write, this is QVV, this is K cap cross I cap. This negative sign is there, so that's when I am changing the position. So this will become K cross I. And what is K cross I? K cross I is J. So that's why this will be QVB J cap. So that means this is the magnitude part of this force. What is the force value? That is QVB. And what is the direction of force? That will be acting along the what? Positive Y axis. Okay. So the direction question is what? In which direction will the particle experience the force? That will be the particle experience force in positive Y direction. Along positive Y axis, right? So that is the direction. Now let's take another question here. So look at this question. An electron and proton moving with the same speed enter the same magnetic field at right angles to the direction of the field. Okay, so that means there is an electron we have taken and there is a proton, right? So here both are moving, or they are both are moving or entering the magnetic field at right angles to the direction of what direction of the field. So that means they are entering at right angles. Okay. Now for each of the two particles, the radius of the circular path is smaller, and we know that if the particles move at right angles to the uniform magnetic field, they move in a circular path. So that means both will execute, or they will start moving in a circular path. But thing is that in which case the radius of the circular path will be smaller. Now look at when both the particles are moving inside. So what is the radius formula? R equals to mv by qv. Okay, so this is the radius of the circular path. So when this particle is moving inside the magnetic field, so this is the radius r. Okay, so here the velocity with which they are moving is v, and b is the magnetic field in which they are moving, right? So in that case, what is R's formula? R equals to mv by qv. But for in this case, what it is given, that electron proton moving with the same speed. So here magnitude of the that speed, or you can say the velocity's magnitude, is remaining the same. So that means v same, even the magnitude of the magnetic field also same for both the cases, because both are moving into the same magnetic field. So here you can write, since v and b are same, so that means R is only depending upon, so R is directly proportional to the ratio of m by q. Okay, where m is what? Mass of that particle, and q is the charge. So R is directly proportional to what? M by q. So if you look at electron and proton, so here, so both are having, so if you look at the mass, so here who is heavier here? Proton is heavier in comparison to electron. So that's it. This ratio, if you look at m by q, will be smaller in case of electron. So here, since m by q for electron is smaller in comparison to this proton, so that's why the radius of electron will be smaller than the radius of proton. This is what? Radius of electron will be smaller than the radius of proton. Okay, look at here. In this question, the question says what? A proton and an alpha particle. So two particles are there. A proton is there and another is an alpha particle. Both are moving perpendicular to the magnetic field. Find the ratio of the radii of circular path described by them when both have equal velocities and both have equal kinetic energy. So these two cases are there. So first we'll go for the first case. Okay. Now look at here. So we have to find out what? The radii of circular path. That means radius formula is what? R equals to mv by qv. This is the formula. Okay. Now here, what is the mass and what is the charge? Here we'll take here. Now in case of proton, so let the proton charge is taken as here plus E. Okay. So in case of proton, so it is taken as what? Plus E. And in case of alpha particle, so it is what? Plus 2E. Okay. This is a helium particle, so its charge is what? 2E. So this is Q. Similarly, mass will consider. Mass of proton, let be taken as m, and mass of alpha particle is what? That is 4m. So that is the helium particle's mass here. So that is alpha particle, its mass is what? It will be 4m. Now here if I substitute in this case, so R is equals to, so in place of m, actually we are comparing what? In the first case what? You have to compare the ratio of the radii. So here R of suppose proton by R of alpha particle. Now this is for R formula is mv by qv. So I'll write this is mass of proton, its velocity, because here it is given, find the ratio of radii of circular path described by them when both have the equal velocities. So here in the first case, both are having the same velocity, let be taken as v, divided by q. So q of proton, I'll write, this is q of proton, right? And magnetic field is same, because both are entering to the same magnetic field. So that's a v and v are constant for this case. It's divided by alpha particle's radius, that will be what? M alpha. V is same for it. Q of alpha, and B is also same. So what will be this one? This ratio will be MP V, this is QPB into this is Q alpha B by M alpha V, so that VV cancel, BB cancel, right? Now what is left here? So here I am writing, so look what is here. So that means I can write this is Rp by R alpha particle. So it will be MP Q alpha divided by this is M alpha QP. So this is what you are getting. Now let's substitute the values. So mass of proton is what we have taken. This is M we have taken. Q of alpha particle. So what is Q of alpha particle? So that is plus 2E. So that is 2E divided by M of alpha particle is 4M. And what is proton's charge is plus E. Okay, so let's substitute all. Now what you are going to get here, this MM get cancelled, EE get cancelled, this is 1, 2. So this is 1 by 2, or the ratio is what? 1:2. So this is what you got, Rp by R alpha, it is in the ratio of what? 1:2. Now we'll go for the second case here. It's given when the both are having equal kinetic energy. Now we have to express this radius formula in terms of kinetic energy. So here, if you remember, momentum and kinetic energy, they are related by formula what? What is the relation here? This is 2mk left over. Md is equals to 2mk. K is what? Kinetic energy. It's by qb. So this can be another formula. So that formula I am taking here and I am substituting the values. This is Rp by R alpha particle. So this will be equals to, as I said, here you can see what is given. In this case, kinetic energy given constant. Both the case kinetic energy is constant. So root 2 mk. So root 2 k I am writing separately, and this is root m I am writing. Okay. So this is root 2 k, and here m of that is proton. Okay. Divided by QB, so Q of proton, and B is the magnetic field, which is same for both the cases. It's divided by, this will be, this is for the alpha particle. So here also the root 2k is same because kinetic energy is same, and root 2 is not going to change because it is in the formula. So into root over of M alpha divided by Q of alpha 2B. Now let's solve this one. Now this will be equals to, this is root 2k, this is root mp by qpb into, this is q alpha b by root 2k into root m alpha. Okay, so here root 2k cancelled out. What is left here? B cancelled out. So we got root over of mp divided by here root over of m alpha particle into, this is q alpha by qp. Okay, so that we can substitute the values here. Look at mass of the proton. Mass of the proton is m. So this is m's root over, or I am writing root over of in total, and here m alpha, alpha particle 4m into q alpha. Q alpha is, this is 2e, and Q of proton is E. So that E get cancelled, and here mm cancel. So this is what? 1 by 4 root over, and this is 2. And what is 1 by 4 root over? That is 1 by 2 into 2. So it is equals to 1 by 1, or what is the ratio? This is 1:1. Okay, so this is 1:1. So this is how we have solved different numericals on this moving charge in magnetic and electric fields. You can get similar type of questions. So do practice this type of questions.